what is the most important thing in wrestling, or like show or move in wrestling when it take the dates about like something in your memory? What would come up in that whole thing? For me, it would be a big moment in professional wrestling, one of the biggest moments ever, with one big move, and that would be WrestleMania 3, the main event, when Hulk Hogan finally body slams Andre the Giant. One of the biggest moments of professional wrestling ever. If you have any comments on that, feel free, list them out, whatever, because it's generational. It's one of those things where it's perception. So your perception is going to be different from mine, because I'm 42 years old. You might be 18, you might be 20, you might be 30. It could be all different. It could be a stunner, it could be any, I don't care what it is. But what is that move? What is one of those moves that is so monumental because of the whole scenario, the story, whatever? What was it? For me, it's body slam. Because Hulk Hogan, when I was a kid, was the man, and then when he finally body slammed, because when I was a kid, I didn't know Andre had been body slammed by Stan Hansen or any of those guys. That was the first time he slammed me, so it was a really big deal that he was actually off his feet. So, today, we've been asked to do body slam, so we shall give you body slam. So I'm going to throw Rodney Matthews on the other side for this one. I'm going to give you two ways of getting into the body slam. One is if you're weaker or smaller or not as built. The other one is the normal way we go into it. So we'll go into the normal way. So what we're going to do is, as we lock up, boom, what I'm going to do is I'm going to push Rodney Matthews' arm over my head. So he's going to anchor that into my shoulder, because he's got to stay a nice post. Because half the battle now is not only me slamming him, but him posting for me. Once we're in this position, what I'm going to do with my right hand is scoop as high up in no man's land as possible. That's the whole idea. There is no body parts when it comes to wrestling. No private parts, as I tell the kids. It is all one thing. We're just going for holds here. So what we're going to do is scoop all the way through on that left leg. I want it as tight in as possible, and then I'm going to spin him up. Rodney Matthews is going to post that hand on my hip, and he's also going to cartwheel his feet up straight. The straighter as an arrow you are, the lighter you are on me, which is great, because then you don't die in your body slam. That's basically it. So once we're in this position, what I'm going to do is scoop underneath. So scoop, and then I have him up. He's nice and light. Now, once I get to this position, this one is like controversial for a few old guys, but what I do is I put my hand on the other side just to protect him, just in case he slips. Once we're in this position and he's posted really nice, I bring him down. Boom. Nice and easy. I don't have to slam him. I can make it look like I'm slamming him to death. I don't have to, though. The idea of like gravity bringing a man down is all you need. And all you have to do is carry him down so his hips and his head are almost lined up. So as he's in this position, you know he's safe. You can just let him go, and he'll land flat. Some old guys don't like the hook around the head. It feels as though if you hook around the head, you're already enabling that guy to take his own bump. Me, my preference is I'm going to protect that guy as long as I can, because I don't want it on my conscience if you slip out of my hands and you hit your head. Don't want it. So I'm going to give you the other one. This is for, say Rodney Matthews is 400 pounds. He beefed up all winter long. This COVID thing, all he did was snack on burgers. So what we're going to do is show you the big man style, which is basically the same thing. All I'm doing is when I lock up with Rodney, and when I shoot this arm over, I shoot my arm over first and then shoot his over. So the first way I had it here and I left it here and then switched it in the air when he was in the air. This time I'm going to put it there right away. That way I can have him already hooked where I have his head. So when I pick him up, bam, he's already in position. And then I let him go. Body slam. It don't get any easier than that. Body slam.